Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in. Do appreciate it. Hello, Gaming with Rexy. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome in. So we're back on Kinlaig. We are rebuilding the castle. So do a quick revamp and have a quick look at the different things and see what we've got. Move to that map. We'll jump across. So this is a little bit different to my usual gameplay. Lots of cheating, because the main aim is to basically build the castle, and it will take quite a while. See, we're on 26 of 65, so yeah, it will definitely take us a while to build the castle. So we're just trying to go through as fast as we can. So I guess a bit of a speed run maybe. Yeah, not too sure, but yeah, our windmill's doing okay. What are we up to on this one? 17 of 19, so windmill is nearly finished. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that in action. Dropping off some wheat and all that to make into flour. But we're going to head back to the house and skip through to the next month, and then we can have a quick check of how things have progressed, and then we can do our usual deliveries. So here we go. Let's go and check. The Walter there. Yep, Walter's there watching us. Does the harvester work with every plant? No, different crops require different harvesters. We have a quick look in the shop. It'll give you an idea. So these harvesters are more for your cereal crops: wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, do sunflowers, soybeans, corn, and rice. That's long grain rice. This will do silage with the corn. And then down here we've got a vegetable harvester for parsnips and carrots, spinach harvester for spinach, green bean harvester for green beans, pea harvester for peas, onion harvester for onions. And down here we've got rice. That's for the wet rice, the traditional Asian rice, and sugarcane harvester and cotton harvester. So there's lots of different harvesters depending on what crop you're doing. So actually we have skipped through to December. Let's go and check how things are going. Our usual morning routine. We'll visit here. So we're on 28 of 65, so it's getting a bit further along. And our windmill, let's have a look at that. Must be getting pretty close to finishing. Yep, we're up to level 18 of 19. You can see the sails have gone on to the windmill, and we've definitely got a lot of things happening inside. So yeah, that's not going to be too long. That one might be finished by the end of the day. Cement bags. Have we got enough cement bags? Yep, we've got enough cement bags. So yeah, that should be good. So let's go and take some items up, some wood and all that. On our right-hand drive Tatra. Of course, we've got our guest houses there with a nice view across the valley and into the harbour. So, do you think of it as being like a freshwater loch, or is it part of the saltwater harbour coastline of Scotland? Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Sort of thinking it probably could be a loch, maybe? Maybe we need to be careful Nessie doesn't visit. You're doing wheat and canola, so you just want the standard harvester for that, Gaming with Rexy? Great. My wheel updated and has upset all my settings. Let's go into controls. Fortunately, they have allowed us to do it inside the game now. It used to be we had to exit the game before we could do this. So, definitely a lot better being able to do this on the fly. Yeah, yeah, that's better. My wheel software updated. So it looks like the game automatically views it as a new controller when that happens. Hey, we're going to see the train come past. I don't know why, but sometimes I see smoke and sometimes I don't. This would be a small glitch in the game still for that. Hey, you've got the biggest one. Man after my own heart. I always like the wide header. Means less straw to have to pick up, or less straw swaths. Straw remains the same, but don't have to go up and down as many times. Hey, Sticks for V8, kia ora. Yes, it's going well, thank you. Had a fairly busy day. Went to my daughter's school's prize giving. It was her graduation from middle school, and she got a certificate from it as well, for doing her best always, which is a reasonably important certificate for that school. It's part of their whole ethos. So yeah, we're really proud of her. She's done really well to catch up. She was a bit behind, but she's done really well to catch up. Yeah, Gaming with Rexy, it is not in Mod Hub, no. This is one that's been done by a good friend of the channel. He's converted it over from FS22. The original mod maker has not done that yet. If he does, then I'll be more than happy to suggest. If you're on PC, there is a link in my Discord to my Mega Drive where you can download it for your PC, but unfortunately it's not available for console. You got the biggest seeder and plough also? Yep. Mine is only starting now at 7H10 for this Friday. 4 degrees in the morning here. Yeah, I won't tell you that I'm currently sweltering here at 22 degrees. Yeah, it's not hot, but you know, it is actually still quite warm for 8 o'clock at night. So the good news is, actually, if you are on console, there is a truck that's been released by Black Sheep Modding. It's the Man. I've actually got it in the shop, so I'll show you guys, because if you're on console, it's probably something that you're really looking for. It would be great for this map because it's a rigid body, so great for getting around the smaller streets of Kinlaig. So Black Sheep Modding have been really great. So we've got the Man 19322, reasonably priced too. So you've got your different bodies. So you can have pure flat deck, you can have protection sides, that sort of thing. And this is a great part. You can choose the driving position. If I click that, the wheel and the wipers swap over, so that you've got the straight edge of the wiper on that side to keep that part of the windscreen super clear for the driver. So most vehicles do that. For some quirky reason, English vehicles didn't do that, but most vehicles do that. So if I swap back, that's left-hand drive. So if you're on a European type map, and if you're on a UK type map, you've got that. It is a brilliant mod. Like I say, a rigid body. So it's really great. And you can put the Palfinger crane, the little forklift that hooks onto the back. You can do that as well and cart it around behind you and use it to load up the truck, for like the coal area or something like that. So would highly recommend that if you are a console player. So it was actually, that was released just after the friend of the channel had done that. Just Joe, Gaming with Just Joe. So I'm continuing to use it because I'd already purchased the shorter trailer, and it works brilliantly. Yes, they got the biggest trailer. Yeah, there's some big chaser bins too. So I quite like this one because it's got the fifth wheel configuration, so you can hook up different trailers to it. As you can see, I've already used it quite a bit. My fuel's down to half a tank. So you can sort of see this one, the wiper blades haven't swapped over, so you can sort of see how it would sort of waving my hand around here, but you can't see what I'm doing. You see how you could have the arc and you'd sort of have quite a bit of the rain spot in your driver's vision there. So it's just the little things. Black Sheep are very, very focused on attention to detail and that sort of thing, and they do a fantastic job with their mods. With canola, does everything have to be yellow? I don't think everything has to be yellow. I don't know, it depends on what you mean by that, mate. If you mean the everything has to be the colour yellow, then no, not really. But if you like yellow, certainly you can paint everything yellow. If you're meaning something else, and sorry, I'm not too sure. So I am using auto load. It just makes life a lot easier when you're trying to do a speed run. So we have got the quarry, and we've got the quarry set on auto, and I did use the animal feed auto animal water mod. You know, basically it's a silo that's filled with about 1 billion litres of water, and you put it near to an animal pen and it will automatically supply water. I've done the same with the quarry, because I really can't see a quarry having water transported into it, especially when there's a river so close. I'm sure they'd just be pumping it out. They'd get some sort of consent from the council and be pumping the water out of the river, or they'd be running a bore down. I'm sure they wouldn't be getting water transported to them via trailer. Almost like Giants hasn't heard of indoor plumbing. I'm not sure what sort of village they live in, but most places around where I live have indoor plumbing. Yeah, so excuse me, on your map there, mate, what you will see is, if you go across to there, then yeah, it will be yellow if it's ready to harvest. If it's green, it means it's still growing. But you can usually tell if you're using seasons by your calendar when it's ready to harvest. So canola should be harvested in August or September. That's if you're using seasons. If you're just planting and waiting for it to grow, then wait for it to turn yellow. If it's yellow, then it's ready to harvest. If it's green, then it's still growing, and when you go there with the harvester, you won't be able to do anything anyway. If it's brown, it means that you waited too long and it's withered. Yeah, if it's brown, it means it's withered and you've lost the crop, unfortunately. Hey Cher, good morning, how are you? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday morning. Hope you've got a good strong cup of tea coming. Right, let's get these up to the castle. Didn't do anything on the map yesterday. Went out for Christmas lunch. Ah, nice. Yeah, if it's yellow, definitely you should have harvested it. Unfortunately, if it's brown. Are you on console or PC, mate? So canola is usually, I think you can take it to an oil factory if you own that, or you can just take it to a sell point. You can store it if you want to in any regular silo. Hey Chinook, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So if you guys don't know, Chinook is a fellow Kiwi. He does live streams as well for Flight Simulator. So if you have an interest in learning how to fly Flight Simulator, you enjoy Flight Simulator, definitely worth checking out his channel. He does some great flights around New Zealand and other parts of the world. He also plays with Argsy on his Farm Sim as well, so he's a keen member of the Farm Sim community as well. Definitely check out his channel. I'll put a link in the chat. Yeah, if he's very good at flying. I saw him do a butter smooth landing in a jet coming into Brisbane with a crosswind. It was butter smooth. Very impressed. So yeah, definitely check him out. Yeah, no worries, Chinook. Hey, so I suppose I should check on our productions. We've got a lot of onions that we can probably sell. I think we're ready to sell that. Fish food, plenty of fish food. Plenty of fish food. Fish lake, got some fish food as well. Young fish breeding. Excuse me. Can't shake this cough. Fish breeding looks like it needs some more fish food, so we'll go and pick some up from the shop. Drop it off at the young fish breeding factory, and then sell what we've got for a little bit of extra profit. Fish food is actually very, very, very profitable. If it's brown, then no, you won't get any money from it. You probably won't even be able to harvest it. If you're on PC, you could they do have backup saves, so you could go back to a previous save before it had gone brown, but console unfortunately doesn't give you that opportunity. And you'll find your backup saves in the same folder that your saves are in, which is in your My Documents, My Games, FS25 folder. if you're on PC. Yeah, share. If it's brown, it's withered, eh? But yeah, gaming with Rexy, it's all part of sort of learning the game, and yeah, just you know, coming to grips with it and finding out how it all works. Yeah, gaming with Rexy, if it's withered, all you can really do is just cultivate it in, unfortunately. Yeah, it's done. Hey AI Farmer, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Friday's going well. Hope your trip to the hospital went well yesterday. Hey Farm Roland, hello, welcome in. And Bird9, hello, welcome in. Thank you for both joining. Excuse me. Yeah, you can plough or you could cultivate, depending on if the field's showing red in the plough menu. So if you come up to your map, so that's your growth area there, and that's your soil composition. So if your field is showing red, then you would need to plough it. If it's not showing red, it's just sort of like that, blank, then you can just cultivate it in. Hey, Eric the Crazy Viking, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And share, you're learning a lot by setting up multiplayer. You do, that's for sure. Oh. I forgot to grab the fish food. Too busy talking on the chat. Which is a good problem to have. I don't mind it whatsoever. Besides, I get to drive around this map. Although, it is dark, so... yeah, not so great. Went like the charm again. Oh, good to hear, mate. I'm really, really happy to hear that. Yeah, no worries. Gaming with Rexy. Sorry for the stop and start there, rest of the chat, but you know, I think part of our community is we like to help each other, and that's what we're doing here for Gaming with Rexy. So cultivators are down here, mate, under soil cultivation. So you've got plows, you've got cultivators, disc harrows, power harrows. They all do basically the same thing. Subsoilers are another version of a plow. So if your field is showing red, you can use a subsoiler to fix the red condition of it. But otherwise, if the field isn't red, you can use a cultivator or a disc harrow. Just know the horsepower of your tractor, and then you can choose the cultivator that will fit with your tractor. Hey, Manamabatu. Hello, welcome in. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Sorry, Gaming with Rexy, what does what do? The cultivator or the subsoiler? Okay, let's go get some fish food. Pellets. Hey, Walter says you can have the cows. Awesome. Awesome share. Always good when Walter's doing things like that. Till now, the chemical stuff goes well. Hey, good to hear. Okay, so the first one, sort these out, mate. Yeah, Manamabatu, it's going well, thank you. Okay, so if we back out of there and back out of there. So the first one in the soil cultivation, that's the plows. That gives you all your standard plows. If you want an easy plow, that lizard subsoiler is definitely an easy plow to use. These cultivators, they just basically cultivate the ground and get the ground ready for sowing with a seeder. If you've got a direct drill seeder, you don't actually need to use a cultivator. So it depends on what seeder you've got. Disc harrows are basically just a different kind of cultivator. They use discs to move the soil instead of prongs. And power harrows are basically the little tines that get spun around and sort of stir up the soil. I usually don't use those. They tend to take a lot of horsepower and aren't that big. But some people might like to use them. Yeah, he wants to retire. He darn well should too. He's, you know, been farming for a long time. Probably handed over the reins to someone a bit younger. New ideas, you know? Yeah, most people I meet in the hospital keep losing weight because of no lust for eating. Yeah, they just don't feel like eating. Yeah, lust usually has a different meaning for English. But oh, you did use it correctly. Just it's been changed a little bit. You gain weight because you eat the supermarket clean. That's great. You haven't lost your appetite. It's good to hear, mate. Hey, Share, no worries. Thank you for jumping in. I know you've already done it, but if you could hit the like button, that would be fantastic. And for everyone else in the chat, if you could hit the like button, it really does help the channel. YouTube basically decides whether it's going to recommend a channel onto a feed by the number of likes it's getting. So the more likes, the more YouTube is likely to put it onto people's feeds. So yeah, if you could hit that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So yes, yeah, have a good day. I hope the boss behaves himself and keeps your cats out of it. Awesome, thank you, Cher. The lighting is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? No, I diss Giants a lot for not having right-hand drive trucks on this map, but they really have done an amazing job on this map. The buildings, the textures, the lighting. It is definitely one of their best maps. Right, so I actually want to clear a bit of forestry, so I might do that today, and because always fun when two buses meet on this corner. They just can't move on after that. Just got a cultivator. Awesome gaming with Rexy. Sorry you lost your crop, but the good thing is you can always plant a new one and it will always grow again. And now you know to look out for when it turns orange. Yellow. Excuse me, just can't shake the cough. Hey Diesel 11-7, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hey, and welcome to our newest Kiwi clan member. Thank you for the subscription. I hope your Friday is going well. I'm going to remember what I'm doing here. Here we go. Wanted to top off our pond. Isn't it great that we've got fish back in this pond, that they did actually fix it? That's so much life in there now. It's great. Great to see. Or shut seasons off, then it doesn't wither. Okay, I honestly I couldn't confirm that or not, because I don't usually play with season off. But yeah, if you've probably done it, so you would probably know. So there you go. There's something. If you've got seasons turned off, the crop won't wither. Mason the truck spotter, hello, good afternoon. Hope you are having a fantastic Friday. So we're going to head back up to the farm, grab the trailer, the tractor, and I'm just going to make sure. I'm pretty sure I added it in. It'll be a bit disappointed if I haven't. Go into construction and silos. Here we go. Omatana's silos. So I've put those in. They're actually multi-fruit, which means I can store wood chips in them, and they've got 10 million litres storage, so it should enable me to clear up the building site where I want to build my farm. So not only am I restoring the excuse me, the castle, but I'm going to build a farm as well. Yeah, AI, it's a little bit more cheaty, this game. I usually, most of my gameplays I try to be you know, semi-realistic, but for this one, because it's 65 different stages to rebuild the castle, it's basically 1 day months just to speed up the build process, and because of that, don't have a lot of time for, you know, not cheating. So there's quite a bit more usage of in-game abilities to do things that many may consider to be cheating, but are just quality of life improvements. Season growth. So if you go into settings, mate, the game settings, is it? I don't normally, there. So seasonal growth, if you turn that off, it means that you can plant, things still take the same amount of months to grow, but they can be planted at any time, and as soon as they're ready to harvest, they can be harvested at any time. Alright, so let's connect this up. So I am using manual attach, so I am sort of realistic from that point of view. But yeah, when it comes to chopping down trees and you know, that sort of thing, I'm afraid this wood chipper is the go-to machine for me. Anything to do with trees, this is what I do. And now that we've got the mill that converts wood chips into beams and planks and all that sort of thing, it just makes this machine so much more important to use, easier to use. You know what I mean. Yeah, thanks AI. Yes, you can plant anything at any month. Here we go. Reading chat instead of driving. That's why you don't have your cell phones in your hand while you're driving and trying to read text messages, because, you know, I'm lucky that was a tree. Would have been a 5-year-old, you know, in real life. So yeah, don't text and drive. You want to text someone, to pull over to the side. Extra 5 minutes it will add to your trip is incomparable to, you know, the delay that would be caused if you smack into something, even a tree. Hey Mason, you had your leavers dinner last night? Awesome. I went to my daughter's final assembly and prize giving today. She actually received a prize, which was a real surprise to her. We'd been told in advance, so we sort of knew, but she had no idea. And yeah, it was really great. AI, which other one? Sorry, mate, I'm not sure what you mean by that. And Diesel, yes, I'm having fun. Sometimes it's good just to play a game a little bit differently to how you normally play. You know, it's great to play realistically, but sometimes it's just great to bend to the rules and you know, just do things a little bit differently. Hey, you need coffee, mate? Have to make some, definitely. The one that can't weather. So yeah, seasons basically turns off seasonal growth. And yeah, the other one that turns off the visual months. That's in settings. So fixed visual month is, if you turn that on, then a specific month would always be visible. So you can choose your month. So if you want to be in eternal, let's get this right, you are Northern Hemisphere. So if you want to be eternal summer, you can go in June. Or you could set it to be December and be eternal winter. Like I say, I never actually play like that, so it's just and the tornadoes, yeah, you can turn off the destruction of the tornadoes. You can have it so it just looks visible. It doesn't actually do any damage. I'm lucky that was a tree, not a 5-year-old. I'm abusing that for my friends. Hey, no worries, Diesel. Hey, Mason, you put up a post of the Kenworth that my dad dropped me off in, and also a short. Oh, wow, mate, that is awesome. Hang on, mate. I'll put your link in the channel, mate, and anyone that wants to can check out the post. Mason does a lot of very fantastic truck videos and shorts. If you're into trucks, and let's face it, who isn't into big trucks, you know? Definitely worth checking out his channel. And if you subscribe, then it'll show up on your feed more often. So yeah, definitely. So I'm just putting it up now. That's Mason, the truck spotter. Static month, December on Wasaka. Yeah, mate. Eternal snow. Eternal 4-foot deep snow. Yeah, so if you want it, reading the chat messages again, you see that I've just, wiped out a mini. Come on. Gotta stop reading the chat messages. Hey, Kiwi. Yeah, Bart, welcome in. Glad to hear you're sick, mate. Hope you get better soon. So what's the best time for canola? If you're playing seasons, you'll actually see the calendar up in the menu. And that will give you your different planting times and harvesting times. Excuse me. So if you go into your menu, you got your calendar there. Click on that and that'll tell you, so your canola, you would harvest, so you got harvest season, planting season. Your canola, you harvest in July and August, and you need to plant in August and September. So but any crop there, so poplar, that can be planted anytime between March and August, and it can be harvested basically all year round after it's grown. This morning you were on 261 subs. Now I'm on 263. Well done, mate. Congratulations. And Bart, you've brought your summer car. Is that the game or is that a real summer car for you, mate? Because you're not in the right hemisphere for summer. So I reckon right up here it'd make a fantastic house site. I know what I forgot to do. To hitch up the PTO. If you don't do that, then you won't get power to it. PTO, power takeoff. At least that's what I've always called it. Yeah, some of these bigger trees are a bit trickier. I might have to use the lumberjack mod for that stump. But you can sort of use this to get rid of the stumps, but it can be difficult with some of the bigger stumps. All right, let's build ourselves that there. So silo extension allowance. Yeah, June for a month would be good. That'll be, you know, lots of sunshine hopefully, and because that'll be similar to, that'll be a summer month. So eternal summer. It's a game and you need to build a car and to make money. Yeah, I have seen it actually. It's looks like quite a good game. And you can use a tractor to do jobs with a tractor. Nice. Yeah, gonna be Christmas and Thanksgiving. Well, for some people it's already been Thanksgiving. New Zealand doesn't actually have a Thanksgiving. Not sure if it's because we don't have anything to be thankful for, or if we're just thankful every day. I'm not too sure. Oh, the developer said that my winter car will be coming in 2026. Nice. Here we go, just putting Eric the Crazy Vikings link in the chat as well. Yeah, so I think this will be an absolutely stunning place to put a house. And a farm. A farm up here. Might just flatten this out a little bit. Have a bit of a building site. Knock those trees down. So we can have a bit of a view. Ah, you brought ETS 2 as well. Nice. It's a great game, that one. I enjoy it a lot. I'm a little bit behind in the maps though. I have got the French map, the Italian map, Eastern European map. But yeah, I don't have the Spanish map, the Nordic Horizon map. I do have the Scandinavian map though. Amazing tunnels in that map. I've actually got a tunnel with a roundabout in the middle of it. Favourite New Zealand food? Not sure if it's really counts because it's, you know, food that's available anywhere in the world, but lamb chops. I really love lamb chops. Right, let's get rid of these stumps. So I do have the lumberjack mod. Means you just basically see red and then you just hold the chainsaw down. Might get it with the now the fun part is actually trying to find all the got rid of that one. It's a fantastic mod, this one. You don't have to go around with a stump grinder or anything like that. There you go, farmer. We love our seals down here. And not on the plate. No, no hot seals. Yeah, we're definitely doing a few cheating mods here, AI. You don't eat them over there either. That's good. They were virtually hunted to extinction around here, the fur seal. Back in the early to mid 1800s. So I didn't go for the TARDIS trailer. I'm not 100% cheating. So do I go with a traditional Scottish house, or do I go for a modern UK, European, New Zealand, Australian, American styled house? For some reason it's not collecting wood. Oh, that one collected. Yeah, you've got a running program over here too to preserve them from extinction. Yeah. Yeah, they got pretty close. Would have been a shame. Yeah, the fun part is to actually find the stunts. The stunts do actually look quite awesome, I think. That's cleared a nice bit off. Hey, we've got 16 in our horizontal stream at the moment. Thank you everyone for joining. $16, but only 6 likes. It'd be really great if you could hit the like if you haven't done so already. It's a great way to help the channel. It really is. Okay, something's happened here. Yeah, that's better. Being very stubborn, this tree. So the trick is don't fall into it. An incredibly noisy machine though. Hey, we finally got it. Almost as fast as you clearing a piece of forest. I'll take that as a badge of honor, sir. Every time I look on your gaming stream, you're using a chainsaw. She loves trees, so she doesn't love chainsaws then. So it's so warm here. I started off with that drink and it was half full with ice. And when I first started streaming, and it is now basically warmish. All the ice is melted. Here you go, one tree just about filled the entire trailer. Yeah, looks like I've got a few stumps to clear up around here. Yeah, I think that'll make an absolutely awesome building site. Hey, no worries there, AI. Thank you for joining in. Do appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like button yet, if you could, that'd be fantastic, mate. And you have a good Friday. Right, let's see how we are for our house construction. You're halfway done with the field cultivating. Yeah, I enjoy cultivating. It's really good. It's quite relaxing. A chill way to, spend some time. And it's always good to have a YouTube video going on in the background as well. Of course, I prefer it if you're using my YouTube videos for background videos, but there are a ton of other YouTube creators out there, Mr. Sealy P, DJ Goham. Oh, yeah, we've got plenty of room to go on there. So, do I go with the traditional Scottish house? Or do I go for a more modern house? Do I go for maybe one of the constructables? We sort of wonder what this one looks like. And can we go into it? Looks like we can. I wonder if we can go for that one. That one would also be a good one for, an American type map, definitely. And you can go internally into it, so yeah. Yeah, I wonder if I should build this one. And let's see how we go with that. Yeah, thanks for that, AI. And gaming with Rexy, it's not that I messed up, didn't check it. Yeah, mate, it's all part of learning the game. That's what it's all about. All right, let's flatten this area a bit. Why is it always doing that? Looks like I've missed a few stumps. Need to sort those out. Yeah, I think we've got a good there. I'm thinking I might actually do that other constructible house. Try that one out because we haven't really seen that one. Oh, that's overlaps with an object. I probably should clean those up. Let's get rid of those stumps. We might drive around and pick up those other offcuts off the stumps. Yeah, but playing on your own can be good too, mate. Just you know, and learning as you go. That's a great way to do it. Yeah, so maybe I'll flatten out this area as well and put in a shed. See how we go with that. I want to do the house first. Okay, this map is definitely doing something with the reharvester. Always kind of freaks me out when I'm next to machinery like that. Even though I know, you know, it's not real or anything like that, but yeah, I don't know, it seems I've been around too much machinery to not to have learnt to respect machinery. Every one of these stump bits are considered an object to get in the way of building our house. What do you guys think of that view? Is it really awesome or what? I think that's an awesome view. Right, let's see if we can start that house. So into construction, constructables. What's going to be the best view, I wonder? I think that's pretty good. Right there. Should be relatively flat. Right there like that, I think. What does it say it needs? Cement bags. Right. So it's nearly 1 o'clock, so let's go check out what's happening with our castle and our windmill. Where's the castle? Up here. Let's Uber over. So we're on stage 29. We were on stage 28. So doing the cement bags. So we've got plenty of cement bags, so that's good. And let's see how we're getting on at the windmill, see if that's actually finished. Nope, still going. It's on stage 18 still. It really is taking shape nicely. Right, well let's so we've got plenty of money, so I think I'm just going to buy all the components for that house. It needs cement bags at the moment. It's probably going to need wood beams and other things as well. Planks, long planks maybe. So I'm just going to go down and buy it. And we've got 18 in our horizontal stream. Thank you to everyone that has joined. Hope you're enjoying the castle build, and with it being a little bit different to how I normally play. We've got 8 likes. Be great if we could get to 10 likes. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit that like button, it really helps the channel. Doesn't cost you anything to do that either. Now, I've got to come here. This is where you buy everything. Let's go with planks. Go with 9, 10 planks. And we'll go with 10 cement bags. I don't know if we'll need those, but you know, never hurts to have too many. So yeah, you do have to buy cement here. You don't have a cement plant. So, so I suppose you can always build one if you want to, but I don't know if we'll need prefab walls or not. I might have to come back for those, so that's okay. I've got a fairly full loaded truck. The Universal Auto Load does quite a good job of loading up. There's a lot of mixed sizes on that. Yeah, so there was no new mods today, so looking there'll probably be a few mods coming in later on Friday, which is usually early Saturday morning for me, probably around about 2-3 a.m. I believe, a drop. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what the new mods are. See if we get any more right-hand drive vehicles. No. Oh, that was a good save. Nearly tipped right off the bridge and into the drink. Can't even blame the chat for that. That was entirely going around that corner way too hot. Yeah, we've got a bit of weight on this. Truck is starting to feel it. In theory, because it's a thatched roof, we should be dropping off straw. I'll be a little bit disappointed if they require the slate shingles. It's definitely not that kind of roof. So yeah, we've got a couple of dilapidated houses there. Oh, it's working hard. Okay, so it's taken 4,000 and 3,000 thanks and nothing else, so okay, we'll see what it needs. What stage is it on and how many stages do we have? 18 stages. Okay. It'll take a little while to build. Definitely have to keep our eyes on that one. We need to make ourselves a road too. Oh, I might go and drop this off at the castle. I keep forgetting I'm on an English map and I'm driving on the European side. It's what you get used to. If I'd gone in cab, then I would have been reminded. We've got lots of planks and planks long and wooden beams. Okay, doesn't want to take any more planks. Wonder who does. It'll be a bit annoying if I have to buy some more planks. Planks. Probably the carpentry, board games. It looks like board games is the best place. Where's that on the map? Oh, yep, right over there. Whoa. Go drop these off to the board games. Alright, because I'm near the fuel station, I might go and grab some fuel while I'm there. Usually a station like this has a proper truck stop. Don't think this does. So normally you wouldn't pull a truck into a gas station like this. They usually have a separate diesel pump out in the yard. It's easy to maneuver around when. Now if you're playing Euro Truck Simulator, you'd know that yeah, you know, they've got their own special filling station for trucks. This ain't Euro Truck Simulator. This is Farming Simulator. And while I do enjoy Euro Truck Simulator and driving around the different parts of Europe, I enjoy American Truck Simulator too and driving around the different parts of America. I find the variety of Farming Simulator is just so much better. You get to do so many more things with Farming Simulator. Every day's just slightly different, you know, you're doing something different. Although on this map we tend to be just doing deliveries all the time, but yeah, you do have the opportunity to mix that up with a bit of harvesting or a bit of sowing. Oh, I actually think we should be selling our onions too. I think everything's at its best price at the moment. Let's just have a quick check. Onion salt. And we're at our best price for everything. Onions packed, onion soup, and onion salt. Yep, definitely at its peak. So we should sell everything. Might just do that. Not that we need the money, but you know, it's there to be sold. We harvested the onions, and yeah, so we've made some onion salt. We've produced onion salt. We've produced onion soup, and we've produced the other onions as well. The you know, the premium onions, basically, I think you'd call them. Here we go. That's where we want to go. That's why this trailer is absolutely brilliant for this this map. Now look at the textures on there. That little car can wait. Yeah, and the 3D effect of the ivy, that's incredible. Like I say, the model makers and the texture artists have really done a fantastic job with this map. They really have set a new standard and have, I guess, made it really difficult for other people. I keep trying to find the pub, but I can't find the pub. Probably missing something pretty obvious, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Kilted Coup. I haven't found that anywhere. Ooh, a vintage aeroplane. Nostalgic flights. Now that would have been awesome if they had to put that in the sky. That would have been absolutely awesome to have something like that flying around. Triplane. Or a tri-engine plane, sorry. Tri-plane is usually have 3 wings, but tri-engine plane, I've got 3 engines. So yeah, if anyone has seen the Kilted Coup anywhere, can you let me know in the chat? I'm sure I've looked everywhere for it, but I can't see it anywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I probably missed something really, really obvious. Yeah, I'd really like to know where it is. I'd like to grab a wee dram of whiskey if I could. Will it be okay if I harvest my wheat with some of it still green? You'll find that the green bits won't harvest. The yellow bits will harvest. So yeah, if you run your harvester over it, the yellow bits will harvest, but the green bits will be left behind. So you may have planted the green bits a month later. That can happen sometimes. So let's go and grab our packaged onions. Here we go. Along the field here. We've got a lot of them. That might be all of them. Right, so where is the best place for the onions packed? Like the warehouse might be the one. What that's telling us? Yes, that's what it's telling us. Oh, we've got some more. Hopefully that's about it. Let's double check. Yeah, we've got 379 litres left over. We'll have to, they'll be packed next year, I guess. Just trying to decide what I do with the wool, whether I make fabric or not. Or do I just sell it? Has anyone actually done an entire conversation with an NPC? Let me know in the chat. To say I haven't had a full conversation with an NPC. sort of done the starting conversations, but I don't know, they just don't grab my attention the same. Yeah, let me know if you've done a full conversation with the NPCs and got to know them better. Being neighbourly. I think the warehouse is this building here. Let's just tag it and just make sure. Yes, it is. So let's sell these and see what we get. Okay, 98,000. Now that's not the entire field either. So that was actually pretty darn good. I would say the potato packager, sorry, the onion packager is definitely worth installing. Because you got to remember, everything on this field was either packed or went into onion soup or onion salt. So how much did that potato packer cost to put in? Construction, productions, I think it's under production. Here we go. It only cost 17,500. Well, it's dollars there, but we know we should actually be in pounds, shouldn't we? So let's fix that now. Playing on too many different maps, that's the problem. Own fault, of course. Not blaming anyone else but myself. Probably be in miles as well. Here we go. So yeah. So that was part of the field. So the potato packet, I say potato, the onion packager only cost 17,500. So we've actually paid for it already and made a huge profit. Like I say, it's not the whole field either. Hey Miguel, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Okay, so I think it's just up there, isn't it, that we want to go? Yeah, so we brought this to make onion salt and onion soup. Hey, that was nice. Universal auto load actually sorts them out. Okay, so we need to take these to different places, unfortunately. Onion soup goes to Logistics Center Railroad. Onion salt goes to Feed and Grain South. So let's check where that is. So the Logistics Center is... Oh, yep, just round there. And Feed and Grain South. Trying to figure out which one is closer. Feed and Grain South is there, so yeah, hard to know. I might go this way. Hey, no worries, Miguel. Thank you for jumping in. If you could hit the like on the way out, that would be fantastic, mate. I've even looked for the pub around here, but I can't find it. Like I say, if you guys have found the pub, let me know. I think I've checked every village. Haven't seen it in this village. Okay, now this was, double check, onion salt. We're not going to release everything all at once. So onion salt is, here we go, those little ones there. Right, 8,000 a pallet. Not bad. So let's go to the the other place. Sorry, my throat's getting a little bit tired at the moment. Definitely a lot of ruins around the place. I've even checked this village for the pub, but I haven't seen it. We've got a cafe and bakery, but no pub for me to have my little wee dram of whiskey. I'm thinking of putting some Highland cattle up on that other farm. I like how they've got passengers standing. Yep, certainly gets dark early around here. So 94,000 from that one as well. Have a look at our finances. Sold products. It's not going to give us a good indication, is it? Because that's a lot of our timber as well. But yeah, we probably made well over $200,000 off of that one field of onions. That's a not bad profit for one field. Hey, Farm Roland. Yes, onion soup, mate. So off of that field, we made onion salt, onion soup, and packaged onions. And between the three of them, we probably made 200,000 pounds, euro, dollars from that one field. I think even buying the factory wasn't a great deal, so we probably paid for the factory, the equipment, and the packager. It'll be pretty close to it with one year of harvest. So the next year, everything would be pure profit. You'd probably be looking at about, 200,000 pure profit from that field. Oh, look at the little light up on the hill there where someone's got their house. They have an absolutely awesome view over here. Welcome in, Farm Roland. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic Friday. So let's do our usual skip around before we sleep through the night and just check our building sites. So we've got 3 building sites going at the moment. We've got the windmill. Looks like it's actually finished. Let's visit it. Yes, it has finished. It is ready to have some wheat delivered to it. Can we go inside? Yes, we can. Wow. That looks amazing. Go up here, and it's turned around, so it does turn with the wind. Yes, it does. Yeah, so that looks absolutely awesome. We climb up. No, we can't. Looks like the grindstones are up there, so yeah, that's interesting. And of course we get nice view as well. So we'll have to bring our product here to be made into some flour. So that'll be awesome to do. So let's go have a look at our castle build site. Where are we got here? This is stage 29 of 65, so we're still on stage 29. And our newest building site is our house. And we're still churning through the cement bags. So probably be building a foundation. So yeah, that'll be fun to watch. So let's go back to the other farmhouse. And we will have a bite to eat and sleep through the night. Hey Lone Wolves, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing okay on this Friday. So we're on Kinlaig and we are building the castle. We have finished the wood beam planks long. We've got plenty of those. So we're on step 30 now. That's awesome. So looks like we have completed this auxiliary building. And we may be starting on the main castle. Guess they need to put the scaffolding up. So, yeah. Cool, and let's check on our new house site. Okay, so we're still on the cement bag stage, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So let's go back to our truck and do our usual delivery to the castle. Excuse me. Hanging in there. Oh, that's good to hear, mate. You need something to take your mind off anything. I always find a relaxing game of Farm Sim helps with that. Yeah, that helps too, mate. Definitely. Okay, looks like we've got another paper roll, so we might move that out of the way. Probably eventually take them all to some place and sell them, but for now, I can just sit here out of the way. So I'm just putting Lone Wolf's channel up. He does some gaming videos, including farm sim, as well as some inspirational videos as well. So yeah, definitely worth checking his channel out. Excuse me, I just can't shake this cough, eh? It's hanging in there. Yeah, so we'll get the shingles and stone. Take it up to the castle. Hey, pro gamer, welcome in. Yep, we've got a right-hand drive truck. PC only though, I'm afraid. But yeah, it was converted from FS22 by a good friend of the channel, Just Joe. The original mod author hasn't converted it yet, so if he ever does, then I will definitely be saying, you know, download it from the proper site, but he hasn't converted it, so it's nice that there's people in the community that are able to do that. However, if you are on console, because this is obviously PC only, because it's not available on ModHub, but if you are on console, you have got a brand new man rigid body flat deck, or curtain sider, depending on how you want it set up, and that is available for all platforms. So and that can be left or right hand drive, so we finally have a good truck available on ModHub for this map. So yeah, big thank you to Black Sheep Modding for that. They do a fantastic job. I thought they might have released it a bit earlier, yeah, especially when we knew that it was going to be a Scottish map. But they have finally got there. Yeah, mate. Just over here, I have got it installed. I just haven't purchased one yet. But just up here in trucks, so it's the Man 19.322. Black Sheep modding do it. So you can have a curtain sider, flat deck, or sides just to keep things in, but it's not a tipper. And if you have a look here, you can change the driving direction. And they've done a fantastic job. Not only does the steering wheel change sides, but the actual wipers swap as well. So, you know, it's definitely a well thought out mod. Like anything for Black Sheep modding. There is another required mod that goes with it, and it's the little excuse me, forklift that goes onto the back, attaches on the back and hangs off the back. So you can install that. You have to install that as well, but you don't have to use it on the back of this if you don't want to. So definitely, if you're on console, definitely check that out. It's absolutely fantastic. I have driven it. It drives very nicely. It's just for me, this truck was available before the Black Sheep modding trucks, so hence why I'm using this one, because I'd already owned it. But it is nice to drive around a, you know, UK Scottish map with the steering wheel on the correct side for the map. Very nice. And yeah, great big thumbs up to Black Sheep modding for converting, you know, spending a bit of time to convert their vehicle over to right-hand drive as well. So if you do download it, be sure to give them, you know, 5 stars. I think it's a 5-star vehicle. Yeah, Zenith, it's actually it's a private conversion from FS22. I do have a link to my Mega Drive in my Discord if you are on PC. If you are on console, there is actually another great truck that's just been released by Black Sheep modding, the Man. But currently this truck would only be available as a private mod from I've been given permission from the friend of the channel that converted it, so it's not from the original mod author. The original mod author has not released it in any form that I've seen for FS25. And if he does release it for FS25, I'll be the first to direct people to his site, and you know, and I'll be downloading it from his site as well. Right, looks like we've actually topped up our stones and roof shingles, so let's see where we can sell these. Yeah, I know Castle's the best place, but it's not accepting it anymore. Of course, it would be the least value at the moment, but that's okay. You know what? Because it's the lowest bit, I might actually just store it up here in case we need it. So yeah, we'll just maybe leave them up there until it's worth a bit more, or until we need to top up that area there. So now let's go sort out the fish food. V8 turbo diesel Toyota Land Cruiser. Yeah, that may be available at some stage also. I'm just being patient for that one. That one was originally put out by Torque Modding, part of the Australian modding team. And so far he has not converted it. There is a very bad conversion on King Mods, and I don't think it's an official conversion. When I say a bad one, it's like when you drive through water. You know how water moves in the new maps? Well, must be something to do with how the tires are set up, because on this particular mod, and there's been a couple of mods that I have downloaded from King Mods that don't move the water. It just drives through like they used to on FS22. So yeah, because that particular feature is missing, yeah, I sort of class it as a bad conversion. But yeah, waiting patiently for the Land Cruiser. Definitely waiting patiently for that one. It'd be a nice one to have. We do have I have got the Land Rover Defender up in my Mega Drive 2. That was converted from FS25, sorry, FS22. So that is also available. Okay. Right, so we'll get the fish food sorted. How's our productions going? Turn these off. We don't need them on now. Excuse me. Oh, we ran out of fish food. Okay, got heaps of wood chips there. Need to get some grain up to the mill to make some flour. And how's our offshore? That's be doing okay. We can get away with not having to go out there today. Yeah, I've got this combination here. It's actually really good for this map. It's a short trailer available on Mod Hub. It's a random trailer. It will convert into a grain trailer or the flat deck. It's a nice short trailer, brilliant for navigating around the streets of Kinlaig. Obviously the amount you can carry on it is reduced, but still more than enough for what you need to do on this map. Definitely farm Roland. Fish farming is incredibly profitable. You sell fish for a huge sum of money. Even buying and selling fish food is extremely profitable. You can actually make a lot of money out of buying fish food and then selling it. I actually thought they would have adjusted the pricing with the update, but they hadn't. Not complaining. Not complaining. Just was surprised. They usually sort of change things around a bit like that. So I've got the fish farm here, or the fish hatchery here on distribution. So it's going and distributing. Might go and collect some fish and sell some fish actually. Should have some fish from my near shore fish farm. Haven't seen much Giants truck car mods. Yeah, Pro Gamer definitely, and nothing from Giants at a right-hand drive either. Although they did say on their State of the Farm video, thanks to Eric the Crazy Viking, I was asking about right-hand drive vehicles, but they were just ignoring me. But Eric asked it in a slightly different way, possibly a more polite way. And they actually replied back to him and said that they were aware of the community's thoughts on the not having right-hand drive vehicles and possibly working on something. So I guess we'll wait and see, but don't hold your breath. Okay, so I probably spent about 40,000 on the fish food. I've topped up the fish hatchery and brought it back here and made 50,000. So I've actually made a profit on what was left over. But if you want to get into the fishery but don't really want to go into the whole boat thing and, you know, going out there with a boat and going out there with a boat and, you know, unloading it with a crane and all that sort of thing, there's this little hack you can do. So we've actually got it here, and yeah, you could use a telehandler or something like that. Expecting to get a don't drive too deeply in the water, but weren't getting it. So yeah, this will give you an idea of how much the fish is there, Farm Roland. So yeah, that's just sort of we placed that right on the shoreline, and seems to work really well. It just makes it a bit easier. You don't have to, you know, mess around with the boat. I have got a couple of fisheries out in the middle of the lock harbour. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a lock, a lake, or is it a coastal harbour? Right, where's the best place to sell? So salmon is Goldcrest Valley. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. And the warehouse. So yeah, we've actually got about 150. So it's probably going to be about 300,000. So let's have a look at salmon. Where's salmon? Warehouse. Seaside restaurant. I think I'm just going to go to the warehouse, and it'll be near enough. It'll give you an idea of how much money can be made from fish. You go, 388,000 pound just from that lot of fish. That's probably about 3 months worth. So you know, you work that out. You know, you're probably making close to £1 million a year just out of fish. Yeah, I do have a few. I've got a couple of windmills and a tower to provide, you know, income. But yeah, when you're selling fish for 300,000 pounds, euros or dollars, it doesn't take long to really make a lot of money. Right, well, I might release a trailer so that I can take it up to the windmill, take the grain that I've got up to the windmill. Yeah, should buy a Kenworth or the Man mod. Yeah, I've liked this one because it's got the fifth wheel. The Man's just got a rigid body. Trout and salmon, delicious. They are, mate. They are. Alright, let's be a pain and let's just leave this right here. Right, and let's lease a trailer. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. Yeah, nothing can beat a Kenworth truck, although I don't know if a Kenworth truck would really fit into a European map. I'm not sure if they get many Kenworths in Europe. I know New Zealand has a cab over Kenworth, and I think Australia gets it too, but yeah, I haven't actually seen a cab over Kenworth in Europe. And in Europe they don't usually have the standard engine in front. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. It'll go a lot better if I do this. We connect the airlines. Way we're not dragging the whole trailer with locked wheels. Yep, cab overs are definitely very popular in Europe. They sort of have different rules and regulations in Europe, which makes cab overs more popular compared to the American trucks, which because of the standards in America, they suit more the engine and front trucks. Right, let's get these up. oat. Now, what can the mill do soybeans? Don't think it can. No. I think I was saving soybeans in case I got the fish factory sorted, but don't know if I'm going to get the fish factory sorted. I was thinking of I did work it out, and it is way cheaper to buy ready-made fish food than it is to buy the oil and the flour, make fish food from soybeans. Might be a bit different now that I've got the windmill. So we've sort of got our flour already sorted, but still have to buy the oil. Yeah, Mason, it's similar in New Zealand. We've got a lot of cab overs, but we also have a lot of conventional trucks as well. Yeah, Mason, getting closer. Sub count has slowed down a little bit, but yeah, it's still gradually climbing up. And just a reminder to everyone in the stream, if you haven't hit the like button yet, if you could, that'd be fantastic. YouTube's algorithm basically looks for likes. If people are liking a stream, YouTube will push the stream out onto more feeds. So it's a great way for you to help the channel to get out there and meet new people. Alright, so I wonder if we'll be able to see the machinery working. Right, let's kick it off and see what happens. We've got oat. Okay, so we've got that working. And the windmill is working too. That is absolutely stunning. And it's pointing in the same direction that the other windmills are pointing in too, so it does follow the direction of the wind. Oh, that is absolutely stunning and awesome. I know, simple things amuse simple minds. Yeah, that is nice. Right, so I think we'll go and get rid of the soybeans as well. We might sell them off. Don't think I'm going to make fish food from them. Really good mod that you can one of the smaller mods where you drop off and it actually makes its own oil and flour from the raw product to combine into fish food. I think that with the increased factory production mods that are available, there's a few of them around now, you could get a reasonable output from it. Yeah, Mason, you're probably right, to be honest. I seem to remember you being there for early on in the piece. Been a great friend of the channel. Yeah, I like how they've still got their Christmas decorations up in January. Kind of like, come on people, it's January, time to take them down. I think it's neat having the little farmhouses dotted around the place as well. Gives the map a bit of life. Excuse me. Right, where's the best place for soybeans? Depends on what you want, Farm Roland. If you want a fifth wheel, then you go with the Tatra. The Man is rigid body, so it's actually a brilliant truck. I'm using the Tatra because I managed to get that before the Man was released. But I have downloaded the Man, and it is a brilliant mod. So soybeans. Right, so it's actually the best time to sell as well. Right, Goldcrest Valley is the best place to sell. I'm a bit disappointed that they haven't called it a different name. You know, Goldcrest Valley, it's a long way to Goldcrest Valley. You know, there's a big ocean to cross. So a little bit disappointed. You know, they could have given it another Scottish name. So yeah, slight oversight there, I think. Why Goldcrest Valley? Why not Riverbend Springs or Utan Pantai or, you know, something like that? Yeah, it's a slight oversight that I am disappointed with. You know, overall the map is absolutely stunning and brilliant. There's just little things like that they let themselves down with. It's sending me to the I think what I need to do is I need to go to the train station, put off at the bins, and then yeah, this trail is a bit long for this map. For this part of the map anyway. Yeah, see what I mean? It's very tight. Rigid body would come in handy. Although that particular mod doesn't have a tipper function, I don't think. Yep, I actually spent a lot of my time on Goldcrest Valley because FS17 was my first farming simulator that I got. And at that time I didn't know that there was a very strong modding community that was supported by the game. And up till that time, you know, mods were all... I had a lot of trouble with different games, and, you know, mods would just break the game and wouldn't be that great. And so I actually steered clear of the mod hub. So I spent a lot of my time on Goldcrest Valley. And it took quite a while before I actually downloaded a map from ModHub, and that one actually happened to be Mercury Farms from Alien Jim. I really miss that guy. He is a absolutely fantastic mod maker. Great loss to the community that he's not making mods anymore for FarmSim. Oh yeah. I think this is where we can drop it off. So yeah, this is a place where, if you've run out of storage space, you can actually bring your grain to here and store it here for nothing. Where do we get the we've got to come all the way here. FS19 was your first one? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, I sort of got FS 17 was on special, so I got it, played it for a while, and actually brought FS19 as soon as it was released, which was shortly after I'd got 17. But I already spent, a huge amount of time on 17 in that short period of time. Train is going to arrive soon. Okay, 1.9k away. I wonder which way it will come. Sometimes it reverses up. Sometimes it comes forward. $1.2k. Please stand behind the yellow line. I think that barrel train is a nice touch, especially with the flowers in it in springtime. And yes, the clock does work. And if you speed up time, the clock will actually spin around quite quickly. Here we go, look at me, I'm driving the train. Who doesn't want to This is actually the first time I've used the train on Kinlaig Valley. I have ridden the train, but it's the first time I've actually used it for transferring grain. Ooh. Yeah, they've sort of got us standing on the wrong side. This is the side the fireman would stand on. That side over there, I think, would be where the driver is. So, yeah, they've sort of got us on the wrong side. Yeah, I know, I'm a train nerd. It is a very cool train there, Mason. Very cool train. Looks absolutely stunning when it's going along the track. Even more stunning when it goes across the viaduct. Pages Sir Unlimited. Hello, welcome in. Sorry I missed your chat there. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, look at that. That is just absolutely stunning. Sometimes it will do the whole sound and smoke system on AI. Sometimes it won't. I'm not too sure why that is. Yeah, the different little, you know, stations. Yes, we do. Okay, 145 harvest income. That sounds a bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Giants have got the calculations right. Oh, let's return this trailer and pick up our flat deck. One of the advantages of having a fifth wheel tractor unit is, you know, you can change the trailer on it. Alright, why is this not unhooking? Here we go. Right, so we'll drop this truck off and then we might have a quick check of our building sites, and then I might call it a night. But we're definitely, you know, we've got the windmill done now, and hopefully we'll soon have the house done and we can decorate around the house. Okay, so it's now on Castle Stones, 31 of 65. We're actually nearly halfway through, so that's awesome. I think once we get to 33, we would consider that to be halfway through. So it's currently working on these ruins now, by the looks of it. I'm guessing we'll see some scaffolding up soon. This requires castle stones. Okay. Oh well, we'll sort that one out. But yeah, let's end by looking out over that view, or letting you guys look out over that view. Of course, I've got my back to it, but that's not a problem. I don't mind. I can soon turn around. So yeah, we'll go into the outro. Thank you everyone for joining. If you haven't hit the like button yet, that would be fantastic. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, if you want to share this video with anyone, please do. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be my guest to do that as well. Doesn't cost anything and gives you an opportunity to, you know, see it come up on your feed more regularly, so you don't miss a stream or new videos. And hey, Open Road Odyssey, yeah, caught the end of it, mate. Thank you so much for joining, though. Appreciate it. So yeah, until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.